Hello, Fide parents and children, and welcome to this short episode where we are going to talk about life after death. Now, this sounds like a scary topic, right? Because we're talking about death. But it's actually a very joyful topic because as Catholics, we believe that life continues after death. And not only does it continue after death, we continue to live forever after death. All right? That's just what we believe with our soul. All right? Our soul continues to live after death. Now, this sounds like a very confusing thing to talk about, right? Because when someone dies, they're no longer with us. We don't see them anymore, right? But they're still alive. So how does that work? Well, let me give you this example, right? Let's take this balloon. Is this balloon blowing up? Is it alive yet? No, right? It's just the balloon without air, right? It's just there. It's not doing anything. It can't float. It can't bounce around. It can't do anything because it doesn't have what it needs to be alive, right? But let's watch this. What happened? Right, I blew air into it, which made it come alive. Now, if it was helium, it would float, but it can bounce around, it can flap around, it can do a lot of things now because it's alive, right? The balloon has, got air that makes it a balloon, right? Now, that's the same with us, all right? Let's look at Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, all right? Have you ever heard the story of God creating Adam? Well, in Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, it says God created Adam out of the clay of the ground, right? He created a body. He created Adam's body. Funny thing is, in that verse, it says that God created the body, which means Adam's body's there, but it wasn't alive yet. All right, he just created a body that was just there. It wasn't doing anything. It wasn't blinking. It wasn't talking. It wasn't rolling around. It wasn't jumping around. He was just there. But then God said, you know what? Let me breathe life into him. So God breathed a soul into him. And that soul made Adam come alive. And that's what we have, right? We have bodies, but our souls is what makes us alive, right? That invisible presence in us that makes us alive and makes us who we are, right? The soul is who we are. Right? So the body is who we are, and the soul is also who we are. We become fully human when those things come together, all right? Now, here's the cool thing, all right? At some point, our bodies are going to die, right? They're not going to continue to live on this earth, all right? Let's go back to the balloon. What happened to the balloon? Well, now it lost its air. Now it's just, the rubber balloon again. It's not fully there anymore, all right? It lost something, right? It's lost its air, right? Is the air still there, though? Yeah, the air's floating around here somewhere, right, in the air. The balloon made it fully visible to us, all right? Same with us, all right? When we die, our bodies die, but our soul, right, that air, that breath of life within us that makes us alive and who we are, goes on to live eternally with God in heaven. Now, we'll talk about heaven later on in the episodes, but this is just to understand how life continues after death, all right? So that life that God has given us when he creates us is our soul, all right? And our body reveals the soul to us, all right? And one day, our bodies will reunite with our soul. And then we'll be fully human again in heaven. All right. So I hope this is helpful in understanding the way life continues after death. And I hope this helps you grow in your hope, as we learned last time, in virtues, and grow in understanding who you are and how God created you. Have a good day, and God bless.